So hi everyone, my name is ElectroZombie, and it's been a long time with no update because I've been really busy with real life shit recently. But nevertheless, I want to give you a preview of a character I've made in the end of the Breach League. I played it in Breach software because I was tired of dying all the time to whatever shit, and I wanted to make some challenges. Actually, the last challenge, so this is why it's called ElectroFourtyZombie. I leveled it till level 89, which was pretty comfortable at all. And yeah, I want to show you the build in action. And while doing that, I should just talk a little bit on how it works. So we are low life with chefs, therefore we can get haste. Without low life it's also possible. The only downside would be you don't have the haste aura on your life. So the normal version just goes with Discipline, Vulnerability with Blasphemy, and Temporal Chains on Blasphemy. So the basic mechanic is we cast Wither, connected with Cast when Channeling, and this is channeling Bladefall. And Bladefall is doing a lot of damage, especially when abusing the poison mechanic of the current game. So we've rolled this Shaped Strand map, and we'll just do it. And you can see how the build plays itself and get a feeling of what it looks like. So here, as you can see, everything is cursed as fuck. You basically just stack your Wither and everything dies pretty fast. As you can see, if you just once, well, it was even too much. It's basically doing a lot of damage. Yes. And as you can see, the explosions are also pretty insane. And on top of that, we also leech a lot of our damage when we are using Zeus Promise. And here, as you can see, everything is so slow because of the temporal chains. Sorry. So yeah, basically, we never take much damage at all. And we just leech and get through the game easily. Alright, let's just speed it up a little bit. Yeah, the only downside is the flame dash. And let's just go to the boss, drop our lightning drop, and then we just go and basically face tag. Here, so as you can see, pretty easy gameplay. It was most enjoyable on doing Shaped Troll with double Beyond. It's absolutely crazy because if Beyond bosses spawn in the packs, you just keep holding your right hand on the attack and it will stack so much. So I'll just show you quickly my gear. So we are using 2 Obliteration wands, which gives us a lot of extra damage. 50% of our physical damage is extra chaos damage. So Bladefall is doing physical damage, we get 30% for free as chaos damage. Let me just quickly show you the tooltip. So yeah, as you can see, we are 12,700 average damage. And as you can see, most of the damage is physical and chaos. Alright, let's keep it here. Yeah, using dual Obliteration. On the low life version, I was forced to use Presence of Shayula, which is not bad at all, because it gives us a lot of extra life. You can also use normal Eye of Shayula or the Valyrian Ring to get stun immunity when not going low life. Yeah, the chest is obviously a Chevron's wrapping, 6 linked. And yeah, we can just quickly go over the game. So we have our Bladefall, corrupted to level 21. Linked to Void Manipulation, to Poison. Wither, level 1, just for low mana costs. Cast when channeling, and Controlled Destruction. So this is basically the 6 link you have to play when being an Occultist. On top of that, we get a Helm with some ES and Bladefall, increased damage, enchant, so we get more damage obviously. 2 rings that gives us the stats we need, resist and all kind of stuff. Same here, and we have a -5 mana cost because we have, which do we actually have? We have 5 mana cost, so with this ring on we have 0. And sometimes I also swap this ring for a Ming's Heart, which gives us 20% extra physical damage as chaos damage. So, I mean, you know what it does. Pretty easy. As you can see, gives us a lot of extra damage. And even with that, you see the mana sustain, it's like enough. If you don't play no region maps and kind of stuff, or you need more damage. Here then, just some casual energy shield, clothes, stats, a belt, crystal belt, obviously for more ES. Increased fast charges gained or reduced fast charges used is desirable here. And just casual boots with the leech enchantment, which is actually pretty important when mapping, because you won't, if you're bad at flasking, you won't always have your series flask up. Oh yeah, that's basically the gear. Let's just, I forgot the skill gems. So we get blood magic and haste because we are low life and can conserve our life. Just using haste because I felt that it's kind of lacking movement speed when you're just, I mean, you're level 89, all you do is just want to go fast, and yeah, haste gives you some more movement speed because you are forced to use flame dash, which is pretty bad. In our helmet we get our temporal chains, linked to enhance level 3, level 4 would be better obviously, for even more slowing the targets. Vulnerability and blasphemy. Here we get our enlighten level 3 with the Vaal lightning trap, which we might need sometimes, and our discipline. Aura. In the boots we have faster casting, flame dash, reduced mana, and mortal. That we have low mana costs on flame dash, right? Because especially when playing low region maps, it's nice to not have mana costs when you reserve almost 99% of your mana. And last but not least, our gloves with cast damage taken, immortal call, restoration, and the Vaal Discipline. I have to mention, yes, as I've already said, I've played the build in the Breach League, so nowadays you probably won't have to use your Vaal Discipline anyways because we leech. Alright, let's just quickly go over the skill tree. One second. Yeah, just quickly go over the skill tree. So as I've said, we are a witch occultist. I also have this build that's basically the same build played as Pathfinder, which is pretty good too, because you have your flask or flask nodes and can use even more utility flasks. But let's just stick to the occultist version because I think it's the more enjoyable version. So you just pick up your energy shield, travel over to more energy shield, getting restoration, the jewel slot, maybe also the flask nodes if you want to have them, and travel this way using spell damage nodes to Occultist's Dominion. Travel over to the Templar area for more area of effect radius. Go up here for some chaos damage nodes. You can eventually pick up the curse effectiveness nodes, but it's basically up to you. And then we went down here to get more ES, jewel socket, grab some reduced mana and increased area, which is I think pretty essential on this build because the bigger your area is, the more the monsters that are more far away from your character are also cursed and can't attack you because they are slow as fuck. Grab Harrier for the movement and cast speed, a jewel socket. Go over here, putting up energy from within there, pretty basic stuff. Because we are low life, we are using pain attunement and arcane vision. If you're not low life, you just go over here to CI, pick up these nodes. So you basically have a lot of more ES, but you're losing 30% more spell damage, goes from the low life bonus, and your CI is probably enough for this build. I just wanted to take it to the most maximum possible damage level. And then here we pick up the energy shield, life nodes, which are pretty good. Pick up all the chaos damage nodes over here. Grab Ghost Reaver, of course, our leech applies to our energy shield. And then travel down here to energy shield, life nodes, spell damage here, jewel socket here. I think I took this socket because I needed dexterity anyway. So you can also eventually just grab like this node, just 3 points compared to this with 4 if you got your stats right. And then here's some physical damage over time nodes, all of that stuff. You can also eventually grab these if you feel the need of it. And then you grab these nodes, physical and chaos damage, pretty important because it double dips on the Bladefall damage. Because this increases the initial Bladefall fizz damage, which then gets increased by our Obliteration worm, so we get flat chaos increase from more physical damage, and we also scale the chaos damage regained then by these nodes. And in here you pick up Charisma for being able to run the 3 needed auras on life, plus the Enhanced Gem, which increases our mana reservation, and you go with Object and another jewel socket. So yeah, that's basically the build. I've did like every content with it. Unfortunately I couldn't do Chimera because I haven't had the mat, and still don't figure out the real mechanic on doing this, because basically all of the time I play hardcore and don't play to farm guardians or shaper or any kind of that shit. I just enjoy mapping and leveling up your character. So yeah, it was able to actually beat all of the other 3 guardians. I might record a video of that later when I have more time. And yeah, what else could I say about it? I tried Shaper and died 2 times in the 3rd phase of it because I still don't get all the mechanics and it's not my type of gameplay. However, it's obviously possible to kill Shaper with this build because you can even swap your controlled destruction with concentrated effect and then swap in your Ming Sword, and you can even go for another Ming Sword here if you can get your resists right and all that kind of stuff. And as you see, damage is 16.84, and with the 2 shitty flasks in series and sulfur flask up, you can see we are hitting 21k DPS, which is absolutely nice because we poison and all the poison scaling and all that kind of stuff. I think you all guys know how all that shit works. So yeah, that's basically it. Flask setup at Series Promised. Double dips on giving us extra chaos and fizz. Oh no, it doesn't double dip. Well, anyway, just gives us some fizz. Chaos Leech, then we have Sulfur Flask, removes bleeding, removes Curse Flask, removes freeze again, to increase movement speed. So yeah, if you play it as a Pathfinder, which is actually sort of the same tree, because you can drop this and just travel those 4 nodes here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the Ascendancy class. Obviously we are Occultist. And first you grab up Profane Bloom, which gives us 20% chance to explode when we kill cursed enemies, and enemies cursed take 10% increased damage. Malediction for additional curse. Thereafter I'd recommend you go in Merc Lab for Void Bacon, which gives some less chaos stress on the mobs. And eventually if you go in Uber Lab, you go for Wicked Rod for more ES and nice ES regen. Yeah, I think I forgot to mention also what you saw in the video, the explosions. You see we have 60% basically of chance to explode monsters we kill, dealing a quarter of their life as chaos damage. And it's absolutely essential to dual wield those because the explosions will be what carries you the most. Because it doesn't matter how big the pack is, it will die probably just like with a one shot and the poison stacking, and the explosion kills just the normal mobs around, so it's pretty essential on the build. Yeah, so I hope you like the build. Maybe I will do another guide and some more footage of it if I get more time. I just want to keep you up to date. And in the recent league I actually died in hardcore on level 49.5 with my flame ball starting character I'm doing since basically Flameblast exists. Hereafter I did a non-crit Deadeye Ice Shot Ranger till level 81 when I died to a desync of the game. No, not a desync, a disconnect. I was just logged out and was dead. And I've tried in Valsburg and also died at level 80 to not feeling comfortable with the build at all because it was not like playstyle. So eventually I planned on Chieftain, doing a lesser raid, Firebase, but I'm not sure if I have the time to level it in hardcore, especially because if you die, you die, and I don't have much free time at all. So well, I'll keep you guys up to date, and I hope you enjoyed the video, so see you later guys.